to find out. Shout out to Clea Trapper, okay? Because that shit been stuck in my head all day. But I'm back. And, I know I made a video stating like, oh, are you too invested in the Diddy saga? Are you, investing in yourself and your healing and your life and shit like that in your bloodline? Which I am and have done. Like, so with that being said, I am back with more Diddy content. Now, I just watched a clip. This is funny to me. So I just watched a clip of Mase on the $1 Million Worth Game podcast with Willie and what's the other one's name? With Wallow and Gilly. Wait, what? So basically, Wallow asked Mase, what exactly did Diddy do to you? And Mase, he took off his shades for that one. He was like, hold on. Because he said something that was like watered down. And I guess his intuition told him, no, be fucking for real. Speak your truth. So he took the shades off. Yes, the fuck he did. And what he was basically stating is that he always knew that he was putting in more work and not being compensated for the fucking work that he was putting in. The more money, more problems, that whole saying, and the whole, that song, More Money, More Problems, I think that's the title of the song. But he said that whole saying, he came up with that. And Diddy started, he said that shit as if he created that, and he didn't. And then he also was stating how, once he had left and was done with the whole situation, a lot of people were coming for him. And the main people that were coming for him were people that were connected to Diddy through Revolt. And he just was trying to understand, why these people keep coming for me. But he understood, once he did a deep dive, he clearly understood that these people were sent through Diddy. And you know what? By me just watching that fucking clip right now, in a matter of, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, I thought about something, you guys. And what I thought about was how I said in one of my previous Diddy TikToks, I was like, Cassie popped this whole, God used Cassie to pop this whole shit off, to bring with the takedown of Diddy. But you know what? After watching that clip just now, y'all, I'm going to have to backtrack my words. And you know who actually started the whole Diddy saga, the whole Diddy takedown? It was, in fact, Mase. Mase is the one who has been trying to advocate for himself, right? And his work and his talent and his life years ago. Like, I think Mase is actually the one that popped this whole shit off, but he didn't get he didn't have the whole backing of it all. He did not receive the backing. When Mase first came out, because I remember it, I was a bit younger. Mase was putting Diddy on blast. Diddy wasn't paying him his money. Diddy wasn't, he was trying to get his masters to all his music and all that shit. And he was just trying to get the things that were rightfully so his. He worked hard for the shit that he deserves to have. That's his shit. Right? But because Diddy is obviously so fucking greedy and money hungry and a fucking narcissist, a fucking abuser, he was holding back everybody's money. Not just Mase. He was holding back so many people's money. And he not only was holding back people's money, ladies and gentlemen, but he had the ability to put you in a state of fear. So where you don't want to speak up. You was afraid to speak up and try to go against the boss, the head honcho, But Mase never cared about none of that shit. Like he said in the clip with Gilly and Wallow, he said, I always knew that I worked 10 times harder than him. My talent was 10 times better than his. But damn, y'all. Something done got me on fucking track. I was on a roll. What the fuck was I saying, y'all? Damn, what was I saying? Fuck. I was just stating that Mase said he always knew that he worked 10 times harder than Diddy, and he was 10 times more creative than Diddy, you know? And, Diddy being raised up to such a high stature in his career, in his life, with that much power, installing fear in people not wanting to stand up for themselves and fight for what the fuck they deserve and shit like that. All I'm saying is, regardless of whatever the fuck I was saying, y'all, because honestly, I lost. I was on a roll. The point that I'm trying to make is this. Cassie was not the one to pop this shit off. So I think we need to backtrack on the whole, if it wasn't for Cassie filing the lawsuit, this shit wouldn't be happening. Cassie is the one that popped this shit off. If she would have never filed the lawsuit, No. If Mase didn't speak up and advocate for his motherfucking self years ago, this shit would have never popped off. You see, because in life, things can only happen in an order of events. It can only happen in an order of events. And you know what God was doing in this entire Diddy situation was this. The more and more people found the courage within themselves to stand up against this motherfucker, Diddy, God was just crossing his T's and dotting his motherfucking I's when it came to Diddy. He was watching and waiting. This is what God was doing. He was listening, okay? He was writing. He was taking notes, sending faxes, printing shit out through the printer, writing shit down in his notepad, recording video evidence of every fucking thing that Diddy was doing. So did it all start with Cassie filing that, 50 million, how much was, 30 million, filing that $30 million lawsuit? Was it Cassie that popped it off? No. This has been a chain of events that God has been clocking Diddy's T for years. And I believe it started with Mase. Mase was the leader of the pack. But see, when Mase did it, this brings me to my next few words. Inshallah. When Mase did it, people looked at Mase like he was crazy. People didn't want to believe Mase. People didn't want to understand Mase. Oh, no, they didn't. They judged Mase and ridiculed him. Oh, how can you feel this way about a nigga that put you on? How can you feel this way? If it wasn't for Diddy, putting you in position, you wouldn't be blah, blah, blah. No. No. If it wasn't for God placing Mase at the right place in the right time, Diddy would have never found his next prodigy. See, the way y'all look at stuff, I think some of y'all need to learn how to change your perspective, right? Some of y'all think that y'all are in these high stature positions just because. No. God has put you in these positions. God has put these prodigies and these talents and these opportunities at the right place and the right time where God knew you all will align and meet at the right place at the right time. So let's stop giving Diddy all the credit, for the talent that he's helped during his career. Let's stop it. Y'all need to give God the glory. That's what y'all need. A lot of y'all forget to give God the glory. So, 2 things I want y'all to take away from this TikTok. Cassie did not start the Diddy takedown. It was actually Mase. And 2, please stop giving every and any fucking body else. Stop giving every fucking body else the glory, right? For your fucking success. If it wasn't for God, you would have no fucking success. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.